Welcome back to another OD Gaming Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay video. Today we're talking to you guys about the K7 submachine gun. Now I've only recently started using the submachine gun, as one of my viewers commented on one of my videos saying it's all about the attachments, because I did say in my video, it's the gun game video, you can click here if you want to see it. I said in that video that the recoil is very bad and I wouldn't recommend using it, but somebody said that it's all about the attachments, which is completely true. I take back what I said. I would recommend using this if you're on small maps. Now this is the biggest downfall with the K7. One, it's got an integrated silencer which comes with its perks and also its downfalls, which would be the range is extremely decreased. It's a 7 to 9 shot kill at medium to long range, which is pretty bad. Even after the buff, it did receive a 25% increase in the drop off range, but that didn't affect it enough to make it as good as some of the other guns like the MTAR or the Vector or something like that. I've done a video on the Vector and the MTAR, so you can click on screen now if you want to see that. Just head over to my channel, check that out. So let's start off with the magazine size. The magazine size for this gun is 32 rounds without extended mags, and with extended mags 48 rounds. Pretty average for a submachine gun. Not massive mags, but still pretty average, so you probably want to have extended mags attached on there. That's what I do have in this class, and I also have foregrip on for the recoil. Now the recoil isn't that bad, it's vertical, there's no kick off to the left or the right, but I highly would I would not recommend putting rapid fire on this gun, because the recoil is bad enough. I rate it medium to high, but the recoil is pretty bad at long range, whereas at close range it's quite steady and nice to use. The reload time is 2.2 seconds, which is very quick for a submachine gun. I think it's one of the quickest within the submachine gun class. The rate of fire is 895 rounds per minute, with rapid fire, which I recommend not putting on, 1053 rounds per minute. It could be interesting to use and get you those kills slightly quicker at closer range, but at longer range it would definitely bring the overall performance of the gun down. Due to its integrated silencer, the K7 is able to accept more attachments than any other weapon in its class, though this comes with the sacrifice of the other barrel-related attachments such as muzzle brake and things like that, which some of you guys might use. Some of you guys might think, oh, I don't like using silencer, I'd like to be running around, taking people out, changing positions, especially if you're playing game battles, you're moving around all the time, so the silencer isn't that crucial depending on which game mode you're playing. In fact, it can be equipped with a total of 4 attachments, with the use of extra attachment. The K7 has the best effective silenced range of any SMG, though its damage at long range is very low, and as I said, after that buff the damage didn't increase at long range by that much at all. Only the drop off rate was increased by a little bit. It takes 7 shots to kill at a long range, 7 to 9, which is one of the lowest long range damages of any weapon in Ghosts. Out of all the weapons in Ghosts, it has one of the lowest long range damages. This makes it a perfect weapon for small maps and close up engagement, where its longer 3-shot kill range and high rate of fire are most effective. So the rate of fire and that 3-shot kill, I think, are very useful with this gun. It's a stealthy weapon because of the integrated silencer, of course, so all the stealth perks are useful accompanying it. The perks I'm using today will be at the end of the video. You can just check that out. Just pause the video. You will see all of the perks. I think it's quite a rushing class. You know, I've got marathon on, sleight of hand on, dead silence on, quick draw. No, I've got ready up on, and resilience I think I might have on as well. Yeah, as I said, don't put rapid fire on it. It was buffed on April the 3rd along with all the other SMGs and to make it a more competitive weapon. And I said before, 25% increase in its minimum damage range, meaning its damage will not drop off as quickly as it did before. This is quite beneficial because the K7 has the lowest long range damage in the SMG classes, and it will be now more competitive with other long range weapons in its class. I would say this is kind of useful, but I wouldn't recommend it for long range maps, especially some of the massive maps. If you guys haven't downloaded the new content that's come out, it's only £11.59. I would highly recommend getting it because some of the maps on there are quite small. I will be doing a couple of videos on them next week. I should be doing a couple of videos on the new maps once I've finished the submachine guns. I've tested out the Ripper a couple of times, and I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really like the way it feels, and I don't like the fact that you can switch it to an assault rifle. Some people might think that's useful. Put it in the comments below, but I really don't think it is that beneficial. As you can see here, I get a second HELO pilot in the video. It was a pretty good game, but as I said, this map is quite close quarters, and even this is probably one of the smallest maps on the game without the map packs. But I definitely go for the map pack where you get the Maverick in, which is the first map pack that Call of Duty released a couple of months ago. And some of you guys might have seen the new content with Snoop Dogg and all that. That's all cool. But I would get the camos if I were you, and I wouldn't bother changing your dog to a wolf unless you can be bothered. But I wouldn't bother doing that personally. So overall, this weapon, I'd give it a rate from 1 to 10. I'd give it a rate sort of 7.5 to 8. Good at close range, but its long range is bad, and you can't put any muzzle attachments on the gun, which is quite a big downfall for some of you players out there. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. I'll be back with another video either tomorrow or the day after. I might even upload a double one today. Thanks for watching, guys.